Hello everybody, it's your favorite cousin Devin with an E, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a story time for you. As you can see, the name of it is The Time I Got Banned from Burger King. The time I got banned from Burger King, y'all. So I went to a special high school for, well, it was a regular high school, but it had a program for performing arts, and I was in the performing arts program. So we would have buses that would come pick us up from all over the county. Me and my mom lived in one city, and my sister lived in another city. So sometimes I would catch the bus that went by her house. So my two best friends rode the bus that went to my sister's house. This best friend that I'm talking about is the guy best friend. We're going to call him Maurice. Oh, Maurice. Because Maurice's sound like sexy and chocolate, and he was sexy and chocolate and stuff. But anyway, so me and Maurice and this other girl who we're going to call Charlene, we was being silly on the bus, and we was like the next to last stop. It was our stop and then one more stop, and sometimes we would get off at either one. But we were the next to last stop, so it was only me, Maurice, Charlene, and maybe one other person on the bus. So our bus stop was Burger King. So we're on the bus and we're acting silly, we're acting crazy, we're being loud. Maurice starts to shake. Like he's not like he's having a seizure, but like he's just shaking, acting like something's wrong with him, right? So we're laughing, and whatever we're playing, you know, he's shaking, it's going along with the thing. So we calm down, we settle down, and I think Charlene opens her bag or something, and I see some pills, some sort of prescription medicine. And I said, you know what would be funny? If we went into Burger King and you started shaking like this, talking to Maurice, and then we pull out the pill, put it in your mouth, and you just pop up like, I'm fine. And then we go on about our business, have everybody, you know, looking. They're like, yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny. It ain't even go down like that, y'all. So we get into Burger King. Me, Charlene, and Maurice are sitting at the table. I'm looking around. It's one family, like 2 or 3 booths that way, right? That way. And then you have the manager who's always there. We're going to call him Paul. Paul was such a butthole. Like, I just did not like Paul. He acted like he didn't like kids, but I found out he did like kids. But that's a whole nother story. Listen, I didn't like Paul. But he was there, and Brian, we're going to call him Brian, one of the cashiers. So we're sitting there. I'm here, Charlene, Maurice. And I say to Maurice, you ready? And he's like, yeah, I'm ready. And I'm like, Charlene, you got the pills? You ready? She's like, yeah, I'm ready. So Maurice grabs the table. Boom. Something. I don't feel right. And he starts to shake. And he starts to shake intensely. He shakes so hard, he falls over in the booth, gets on the floor, and starts to shake even more. And I jump up and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Now, mind you, all 3 of us are drama majors at this high school we went to. So we all know how to act our ass off. You know what I'm saying? We're all drama majors, so we're really acting like we're really putting on thick, right? So he starts to shake on the floor, shake on the floor, shake on the floor. Now, these were Charlene's pills, so I didn't want to take her pills and manhandle him, hands all over him. So she was supposed to be the pill giver. Well, she goes and she's trying to open the pill bottle, and I think she drops the pills all over the floor. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So here comes Paul from behind the register. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? And I was like, I don't know. I just know he needs one of these pills. The family that's a few booths down, they get up, they have a little baby, like 1 or 2. Even the baby is looking like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Paul comes from behind the thing. What's going on? What's going on? I'm like, I don't know. He's supposed to have one of these pills. Brian comes with him. Brian is like, what should I do? Should I call 911? And I said, no, don't. He's going to be okay. Because now, you know, 911 ain't in on this joke, right? So I'm thinking, Maurice, stop. Okay, stop. That's enough. Give him the pills so we can stop. Just let it be done. Paul looks at Brian and says, do you have the phone? Brian has a cordless phone in his hand. Paul was going back and forth between Brian and Maurice was on the floor. Brian and Maurice was on the floor. And I'm looking at Charlene like, oh my gosh, we didn't think about this part. Brian is right next to me. Brian says, fuck it, I'm calling 911. And he presses 9 and I snatch the phone and I'm like, no, stop, wait, it's a joke, stop. And so Paul looks at me and he looks at Maurice and he looks at Charlene. He said, get out right now. That's not funny. You sitting up here acting like it's a medical emergency. We're about to call 911. We don't know what's wrong with him. His parents ain't here to pick him up yet. Get out of my store. And so we all looking like, yes, sir. But really we was thinking F you because we ain't like him anyway. But he tells us to get out of the store. So we get out of the store and we're just standing right outside of the Burger King doors. And Charlene's parents pull right up. Hey, bye, see you next week, whatever. Maurice's brother pulls up and picks him up. I'm sitting here. No, as a matter of fact, let me take that back. Charlene's parents pulls up, picks her up, right? Me and Maurice are standing there talking, laughing, talking about what went wrong, what went right. Oh my gosh. Next thing you know, Paul comes out the door and he says, nah, when I said get out, I ain't just mean out the store, get off the property. Y'all need to go across the street. I don't give a damn where your family at. They can find you coming in my store doing all this bull crap. Get off the property. So now it's starting to rain a little bit. That's when Maurice's brother comes to pick him up and take him on home. Now I'm sitting here waiting for my mom like, ho hum. And y'all, this was back before cell phones were like everywhere. Like nobody had a cell phone back then because I'm old as hell. I'm not really old. I'm 33, but nobody had a cell phone back then. And at this time I was like 17. So it was like 2000, 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. His brother takes him on. I'm waiting for my mama and or my sister. And I'm waiting for like an hour standing up outside and it's raining. And so, of course, when my mom pulls up, she's like, why are you standing out here in the rain? And I was just like, whatever. So that's the time I got kicked out of Burger King along with Maurice and Charlene. Thank y'all for listening. If there are other story times you want to hear, stuff you want to know about me, if you want to do a Q&A, listen. I can't wait till I make it to the point where y'all want to get a Q&A from me because I love answering questions, okay? So y'all hit me up in the comments or at Betty_Boop5001 at yahoo.com. Mwah!